Hello, welcome to Daily Smithsonian News. This is a new channel where we talk about when Smithsonian's happen. Today we've got a brand new guest on who accidentally fired off one of their spells, kicking us out of our previous summit location, so we've set up residence inside of their booth. Welcome, Sun.
Hello. Hello, Lush. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Would you like to tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Oh, yeah, I am Sun, President and CEO of Sunweaver, the corporation that has currently has one employee. It's an indie game studio. So I make games by myself, basically. And right now I'm working on a data pack called Grimwart.
Well, that is very cool to hear. So, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, is that in the intro, I talked to you about some spells, and that has actually got a lot to do with just this booth and what you've shown. Even got a special one here. So, would you like to tell the audience a little bit about your booth and this data pack?
Yeah, sure. So Grimwart is a data pack that is basically just magic. Spells, wands, stuff you would expect from any magic data pack. And the thing is, with Grimwart, it's not the most flashy magic like experience you would get in your life, but it's like very consistent with vanilla Minecraft. And it keeps like the core of what Minecraft is, I think.
Yeah, well, that is a definitely very cool tier on this much more different take on like almost like a more vanilla type of spell pack. That is, I think, definitely very interesting. Although you say that, I know that when entering this booth and getting to it, I wouldn't necessarily call that very navigatable at the beginning. It felt a little bit like we're breaking a bit of the physics. Would you like to tell the audience a little bit about the entrance to this place?
No, I'd rather they discover it for themselves.
Oh, really? Or is you going to keep it a mystery
I'd,
for
I'd,
them?
I'd, I would rather not tell them for now, but because the reactions are really funny every time.
Yeah, right. If you don't want to tell them about what the inside of it, do you want to tell them about where it will be located on the Smithsonian World?
Yes, so the Grimwart booth would be in the Bash Plateaus in a very like near the path of the boat, like very it's a little bit of a hidden location. Like you won't have to look for it, but you will see it. And it's a really nice and cozy place, and you should come up and hang out with people.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it as well. It's a very recognizable area, very recognizable booth as well, and I think it's such a cool shape and build and whatnot. And I know that a bunch of people, like the vendors, have also made these super intricate and interesting buildings. And I'm not sure if you've been taking a look at them, but has there been any booths or projects that you've seen that are on Summit that have also caught your eye?
Okay, I haven't seen all of them, but one I really like is the CNK Spice booth because it's like over the water. It's like multiple like patches of woods, and it looks really nice, and it has a really nice vibe that I really like.
Yeah, that is very cool to hear. I know that I interviewed them a bit earlier. They talked a lot about just their booth and what their project is. And in that, we actually talked about a little bit about the past of their data packing and whatnot. And I would love to ask the same question to you. So, what made you really choose data packs? What made you want to actually start something as big and like grand as a spell data pack?
This is such a deep question because Greymoor actually has a lot of history.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's kind of an accident.
Really? An accident?
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, I make games on my spare time. I make like stuff,
Yeah.
and I sometimes come back to Minecraft and data packing and that stuff. Like it's like a little bit of my comfort zone, and I get to share that with my friends. Like I make servers with my friend, and sometimes I will do data packs just for us, so just spice things up, you know.
Okay. Hmm.
And one day I was like, that would be really nice if I did like some magic data pack, like something like really cool that I could play with my friends. And that was the start of Grimwart, the Grimwart project. And I worked on it for like 1 year and so. And I played that with my friend, and they liked it so much, they were like, you need to release this. And so came the first version of Grimwart.
Yeah.
The first version of Grimwart, which was in 1.20.4.
Okay.
And it was rough to say the least. And so the thing is, if I wanted to move the data pack into other versions, I needed to basically rewrite everything because of the component systems.
All right.
And
Yeah.
so after like a year or so, I started like rewriting the entire data pack using like all my experience. And this time, this version of the data pack has more in mind of like, okay, over people older than my friends are going to play this.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely built quite a big audience, I'd say, and a quite big almost fan base with how many people that have downloaded and used the pack, and even the people on Summit, from the ones that I've seen, look at your stuff. I've actually commented on how really cool it is, and I also like have to agree with them about how this amazingness. But in that little segment that you had there, you talked a little bit about rewriting it and using the skills to actually learn. And that's something that I wanted to bring up about. What would you say they actually learned from making data packs that you've been using to increase the level of product that Grimwart is?
You mean like okay, so I think one of the skill that data pack makers, and I've noticed that like since I started like talking to other people with us data pack, is that we are very good at creative problem solving.
Yeah.
Like to an amount that is probably not very like normal because data pack themselves have a lot of restrictions. Like it's not like game development. Like you can just like think of something and do it. Sometimes you might need to find creative ways, either design around that limitations or find a way to go through that limitations.
Yeah, I mean, I know that when interviewing a couple of other people for Summit, even someone like Kata from
Mhm.
Silas Labs, they also talked about how with data packs you have to find these really interesting solutions to these problems because of the limitations. But that's also something that people like people like Nice and really enjoy about data packs is like almost this challenge and the fun solutions that they can get to it. Um, have you found any fun solutions that you've actually been able to use inside of Grimwart, for example?
There's actually a lot. There's actually just that. That's every Grimward thing. The thing about Grimward is that it's not that technically impressive. Like if you dig through the code, like nothing is like crazy revolutionary or anything. It's just a lot of smoke and mirrors mostly.
Okay.
And so, for example, if you look, oh, so yeah, the mana bar is basically just fonts. And the way I use them is that every mana bar state that you see is a number.
Okay.
Basically, it's just like a number character. And so basically what I'm showing you is just a score. And it looks like a mana bar because I've textured it like it.
Hmm. Well, I think that's a very good example of this interesting way that you've been able to solve these problems. And the fact that you mentioned that you've used a lot of this for Grimwart just shows how unique a lot of this project is. And I know that from what I've seen from the couple streams you've done in your booth, is that it's still got a lot of features. Would there be any features that you would want to tell the audience, or are you also going to keep that a mystery for them to learn?
You mean the booth in the data pack in general?
It could be
Because I
the
had to cut a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it could be booth, could be data pack, whatever you want about Grimwart.
Uh, Let me think. Actually, one of the best part of the booth, at least the one I like the most, is there's a little shop at the corner there where you can buy some hats for you to wear, and they look really nice, and I'm sure they'll suit you very well.
Oh.
and I made like a dialogue interface for it. It was really nice. I'm very proud of it.
Nice. Well, that's very cool to hear that. You sound like you absolutely really enjoy this project and have put so much of your passion into it, which is always something really lovely to see when I interview people, show how much care and input they've put into this pack. But yeah, I think we talked about a lot of the bases, a little bit about your booth, a little bit secretive still, a lot about the projects, a lot about the past, a little bit about you, and even a little bit about Summit, which has been, I think, quite pleasant. So I'd just like to ask, is there anything that you'd like to tell the audience about Summit, your booth, anything at all?
Come to the Grimwart booth. I hope you like reading, and if you don't like reading, find someone who likes reading and come to the Grimwart booth. Thank you.
Nice. Well, I'll make sure that all credits be linked in the description, so make sure to check that out to see a little bit more about this project. And yeah, thanks for coming on. I do appreciate.
I still don't have a moderate face.
Are you done? Okay. Well, any other links might be in the description. Can't confirm, can't deny. But I guess that means you'll have to check out Summit to see even more about this project.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for being on. There has been news on Smith Summit, and I'll speak with you all tomorrow.